Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Short changes him with that pass. Van Basten. That's rather hopeful. Oh, that was close. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Nedved. Puskás running with the ball. Shot a goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Hendrik is offering a right smile there.
And we have our very first corner. It's a mighty effort! And he's there to clear it. And it's Nedved. Great vision. Branthwaite is there, and he can get that clear. Sends it crossfield. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Great chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Ribery proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Van Dijk. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, nice touch. Serginho has it in a wide position. Kante wins the duel this time. Gets into some space. He's picked his way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Struck first time. Oh, that's a waste.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, it's played into the area. Rijkaard is there, and he can pick it up. Nedved is one whose deliveries we all know about. Now it's Van Basten. Van Basten unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Cannavaro makes the interception. Puskas, and he's away, and it's Nedved. Muscular approach does pay off here. Bastoni. Ribery just eases him off the ball. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Rijkaard. Nicely spread. Now it's Nedved. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Vinicius Junior. Oh, nicely intercepted. Threads one in. And Puskas! And it's Serginho. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. So, another set play.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Serginho looking to get on the end of this. It's their second corner of the game. Surely now! That's a half-decent try. And he goes cross-field. Rijkaard. Deep cross. Casillas deals with that nice and simple. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that's a fine interception. Cannavaro lays it forward. And he's quick to snatch it back. That pass has been well intercepted. Spread out to the left. Has a look and place it forward.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So there was the first half.
The Czech Republic ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Azar. Can he get on the end of this? Takes a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And he's straight offside. Bastoni, now Costa Curta. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nedved, and now the breakaway, knocks it into space, gets a good foot in there. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Oh, that's well spotted. Conte, that's a little off target. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, delightful ball. Stood up well to him there. Nedved. Puskas. Real chance! Conte. Oh, good-looking ball. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And it's Azar. Opts for safety. Chooses to go crossfield. Lobbed in behind. Tries to play it through. Elects to cross. It's out for a goal kick. Ambitious ball here. Not the most accurate pass. Khan sends that a long way. Can he get it through? Can he latch on to this? Puyol. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ball swung in. Costa Curta tries to clear. Conte tries from distance. Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And it's Rijkaard. Now it's Azar. Nicely weighted ball. Azar. Header! He scored! That could turn out to be a huge goal.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Inter Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to restore parity. A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Can he finish? And somehow he managed to miss it.
Oh, and looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Vinicius Junior!
Inter clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Looking for the run. Now that's well seen too. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Hazard. Now it's Vinicius Junior. The Czech Republic needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Here comes the cross. That's really well cleared. Conte. Well, there's your danger man. A title that is entirely justified. Pinches it off him.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
There's the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Puskas clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
That has been knocked clear.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Tries to get it clear. Referee's given a throw. The ball goes in. Marquinhos is there and he can get that clear. That's that, the end. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And as you can see, we've already started here.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
Well, he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some. He's belligerent, he's brazen, but he's utterly brilliant.
And never in a mood to accept failure. There's that body language he's always talking about. No wonder he instills both respect and fear in opponents.
Out towards the flank. Rafinha gets into a good position. Pass somewhat off target.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Puskás. Decent chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
The Czech Republic with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. That has been knocked clear. Hazard. Puskás. Now, who's going to be first to this? Hazard with the delivery. Well, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Threads one in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Passes coming off in quick succession here. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Ribéry has it in a wide position. Chance! Turns and goes back. No goals as yet. Now it's Rafinha. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance to deliver. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Nice looking ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. They get a throw in. And the pass is intercepted. Xavi Alonso. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Bastoni. And it's Ribéry. Nedved. Puskás can see things others simply cannot. Vitinha. Half an hour played now. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, good take. And a chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
It's their second corner of the game. A header! Goal! The Czech Republic! And it's the Czech Republic who take the lead. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And he's there to belt it away. Nedved is one whose deliveries we all know about.
The Czech Republic really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Vitinha. It's a promising position, and it's made its way to him. Takes a shot! It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Ukraine grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square. Can he finish? And it's hoisted clear. Ribery, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Rijkaard tries to play it through. Hazard. Nice control.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the ball is out of play. And it's Xabi Alonso. And that is going to be the... So, Republic are level pegging at half-time.